All right, guys, we're live, and we want to welcome everybody here to our Monday night webinar. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but hey, we're normal, we're humans, we're imperfect, and we will realize that technology is definitely the hardest thing that we deal with on a daily basis. But thank goodness for technology, because it's a beautiful way to build our business. But I want to welcome all of you guys to this Zoom tonight. My name is Fred Graves. I'm chiming in here from Covington, Louisiana, and it is cold. We moved here about 4 months ago, and we moved here from Florida to Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida gets, it gets cold. The weather in Louisiana is usually pretty similar, but I'm finding out that it's definitely colder here than Florida. But I'm liking it. We've got the fireplace kicking, and we're enjoying it. So excited for you guys tonight for a lot of different reasons. We're excited about what we're a part of. Obviously, someone invited you tonight to hear what we have. Maybe for you, may not be, but I'm going to tell you what, we're excited about this information. I'm excited that you're going to hear about it for a lot of different reasons, mainly because usually when things like this, when the average people like you and I hear about things like this, usually it's too late to participate. And that's what I love about what this opportunity can bring. Is if you are interested, it's not too late to participate. It's perfect timing to grab as much of it as you want. Just so you guys know a little bit about me, I'm 37. I've got 3 children. I'm married. And this is my first time in this type of industry. I had no previous experience in sales, in network marketing, in medical background. Mainly reason why I tell you that is a lot of times when people hear of an opportunity, they always size up, will it work for me, right? And being that this is network marketing, you might go, well, I've never done this before. I don't know anything about sales. Well, neither did I. And maybe you have looked and seen and heard about our science that we have behind this products. You may go, well, I don't have any experience with the products, or I don't have a medical degree. Well, neither do I. I dropped out of school at 16. I dropped out of school at 16 simply because I knew what I wanted to do in life. I wanted to run my own business. And I knew the path of going to school, going to college to find my career. That part just wasn't adding up to me. It didn't make sense to have a professor teach me how to run a business, and that dude's not running a business, right? So I kind of took the theory in life, if someone has something you want, go do what they have done, and you should receive what they have, right? So I dropped out of school. I surrounded myself with successful people, and it worked. Isn't that amazing, guys? When you do what you're supposed to do, when you do and follow and listen to people that have what you want, you realize that they're not better than you. They're not special. They just followed a recipe, and if you follow it, you'll get the same thing. So it worked. I made my first $1 million at the age of 24, and we all know what happened to the economy in 2008. I had just invested millions of dollars into a gypsum mine in Dominican Republic and was mining gypsum in Dominican Republic, living there for about a year. Everything was going great. And when the economy fell out of the U.S., my investors backed out, and I had nothing. I came back to America August of 2009, literally with a suitcase full of clothes. No car, no house, started my life over. And the main reason why I tell you that and share my story with you is I know every single one of you on this Zoom tonight know people personally that have been affected by the economy really bad back in 2008, and probably know people that haven't recovered. And what I love about what we do is I'm not going to sit here tonight and talk about what could be possibilities or talk about theory. I'm just going to tell you like it is. Because in November of 2009, it's been 9 years this month that someone introduced LifeVantage to me. And I'm just going to be real with you, and I'm going to tell you why I said yes, okay? We're going to talk tonight about some products that every single one of you need to know about. Every single one of you will probably want to take, and you'll probably get on it and love it and want to tell everybody about it. There's 2 messages tonight. A, the product is for everybody. The second message is for a business opportunity to participate financially, and that's where I started. That's why I said yes. I think about it. I came back to America, starting my life over, and here's why I said yes. I think you can agree with me that we live in a world today that technology is changing every day. Every single day, technology is getting faster. It's getting smaller. It's getting more convenient. And as technology changes, you, me, society, we want the best available thing we can get our hands on, right? I don't know too many people that are still using pagers. Why? Why would you use a pager? This technology is superior, right? I'm sure you loved your pager. I'm sure it did a great job, but technology has gotten better and you adapted. So I saw technology of communication changing. I saw technology of Facebook, right, of internet changing. I saw so much change happening with technology that I realized that I was always a consumer. And so, yes, I love my Samsung. It's convenient. I can run a multi-million-dollar business off of it rather than you paging me and rerunning to a payphone. I love social media because I can talk to people around the world. I love all of this change that's happening, but I was a consumer. So why I said yes to this opportunity is I was searching for the opportunity to participate financially because Facebook didn't call me. Uber didn't call me. Amazon didn't call me. Chances are they didn't call you either. That's why I said usually when big things happen in financing or business, we hear about it after the fact. We get to read the books. We get to watch the movies. And so I was looking for something that I could position myself in front of the masses. Because out of all the businesses I've owned, one thing I understood is timing plays a key role in the benefits of how much you can participate or how much of it you can capture. So I was looking for something that I could position myself in front of the masses, and I found it. And it was called LifeVantage, and my brother-in-law introduced it to me, and he played an investigative report for me. And I'm going to play a video for you guys in a minute, but I want to just share with you something. It's sciencey, but what I saw when I saw this investigative report is, for one, I don't watch the news. And I'm going to give you a tip for tonight. Don't allow things to enter your brain or your mind that you can't control or change. And because of that, in my theory, and I believe in it, I don't watch the news. I just don't watch it. It's negative. It brings me down. I can't do anything about it. I don't really want to know what's going on. So, I don't watch the news, but if you do see the news and you see investigative report, you know it's about to get juicy. They're there for negative press. They're not there to help the company or product or service or person grow. They're there because they think they have found a glitch and they're trying to expose the person, place, product, or service, right? I'm pretty sure you're nodding your head with me right now, even though I can't see you. So it was an investigative report done on this company, LifeVantage. I watched it, and I didn't understand any word they were saying. But what I watched, the results, and found out it was, when I found out what it was and what the products were doing, I realized that this was my chance to participate, position myself in front of a multi-billion-dollar movement. And so I want to play this video for you guys, and just know that, let's see here. Just know that this investigative report was aired a while back. It's an older investigative report. They didn't know much about our company at the time. They went out and investigated our products, our service, because of the claims that this product was making. And this was kind of the start of it all. This was the first step of it all. I saw it. I want you to see it. This video will never get old because you don't see stuff like this on the news. So I'm going to play this short, and it's edited because I know I want to respect your guys' time. But it's edited, but at least you'll get the gist of what I saw, and then I'm going to dive right back into why I said yes and where we're at today. So let's get this getting going.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig. Dr. McCord, okay. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist. This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And as decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around the small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
And then scoop, yeah, there you go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result, my level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks,
Even mental disease.
yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
Good enough. We'll stop there. Let me get this screen off. Stop share. Okay. I should be back. Good. So that's the video I saw. Obviously, it was a little longer. We shortened it up just to respect your time. But again, why I said yes was not because I understood oxidative stress, not because I understood anything that guy with the lab coat was saying. The reason why I said yes is I saw results. I saw the results of a blood test. And so when I dove in and understood, I didn't really understand. I started researching what oxidative stress was. Very simple concept. Oxidative stress has been proven to be the reason why we age. It's been proven to be the precursor to most diseases. And there's nothing you can do about it. Guys, the science is done. For 30 years, they've been researching oxidative stress, and they've concluded that it's leading to disease and it's leading to aging. There's nothing you can do about it. It's probably why you've never heard of oxidative stress, just like I'd never heard of it. So when I realized that, I started putting the connecting dots going, okay, publicly traded company, patents, we've got patents on this, science behind it, peer-reviewed science, so no one has got to listen to me. Institutions like American Heart Association, Harvard, Duke, LSU, institutions that you already put your life in the hands of and trust and believe are putting their reputation on the line, agreeing with the science of where it's at and where it's heading. So for me, it was a no-brainer. This was my shot because I know when technology gets better, people shift. What this technology is very simple. Rather than supplementing the body, it's activating the body. And rather than me dive into the science of this, because here's what I want you guys to understand. Whether you're interested in the business or not, you need to know about the product. And if you are interested about the business, you still need to understand the science so you can really comprehend why the opportunity is so massive. So I brought on here, guys, a very good friend of mine. I met this gentleman through LifeVantage. I was in the business for about 4 to 5 months, a very good friend of mine, my first enrollment into the business. Met Gene DeLucia, Dr. Gene DeLucia. Go ahead and turn your camera and unmute yourself, Doc. Make sure you're working here while I'm intro you. But I remember going into this gentleman's doctor's office, and we walked in, and this was kind of the presentation. This was Doc. He's kind of just sitting there. And he goes, look, guys, sounds great, but if this is network marketing, I'm not interested. I'm not doing it. And we had peer-reviewed science printed out from PubMed, and we said, look, we totally respect you, doctor, but we're just going to leave these peer-reviewed studies here on the counter, If you get a chance to look at them, let us know. A month later, we got a phone call and said, hey, we need to talk again. And long story short, Gene has more data on Nrf2 activation in our products than any other doctor in the world because he had so many patients on the product. So I want to introduce to you Dr. Gene DeLucia, that is now not just a doctor, but he's 100% full-time network marketer, because since then he has sold his practice because of the results he's seen with the products, and he's now full-time with LifeVantage because he understands where we're heading. So, Gene, I would love for you to share with us a little bit of understanding about Nrf2, why it's such a big deal. Why would a successful doctor, when I met you, you had three offices around the Tampa, Brandon area. Why the heck would a person like yourself even look at network marketing and be so passionate behind our products? I'd love for you to take 5 to 7 minutes and give us your take on it.
All right. Hopefully this will go through, Fred. Can you hear me?
I can hear you great. You sound great, Doc. Thanks.
My internet connection is not good here. So, yes, why did I say it? Well, when you showed me that and Brian Sorley came into my office and showed me that video, it got me very, very interested. I got pretty excited. When I saw that graph showing that we could lower oxidative stress to the level of a newborn, and then I saw John Quinones' results after 2 weeks, I thought, I've got to know more. I understood oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is the rusting of our body, cellular damage. It happens to every cell in our body. As we get more and more damage, we age. Essentially, that's aging at the cellular level. But along with oxidation, we get inflammation, and between those two, we see it pretty much every disease we see. So I knew that. I did not know how this worked, though. I had to look up Nrf2 activation. That's a huge, huge breakthrough. In fact, I just printed up the Washington State University study summarizing all those studies. When I got involved in this in 2010, there were about 500 studies on Nrf2 activation. There are now over 11,000 studies on published, peer-reviewed medical studies. I didn't know what Nrf2 activation is. Nrf2 is a protein that's a master regulator, a signaler to our genes. And now they've discovered it signals over 500 genes and re-regulates those genes. It's the master regulator of not just of our antioxidant response, but things like our inflammatory responses, our fibrosis responses, our detoxification responses. So it's a huge, huge breakthrough. Washington State University published that study in 2015, calling Nrf2 activation the biggest breakthrough in the history of medicine. And it is. I've seen it in several thousand people. It literally changed the way we practice medicine. Because instead of putting you on more and more pills for your diseases, because that's all we do in Western medicine, we treat the endpoints, I actually can reverse that damage at the cellular level. When I do that, I get people off their meds. And it really changed the way we practice medicine. So I have a huge belief in what we have. Protandim is the only patented Nrf2 activator on the market today. It's the only one with proven clinical results. I mean, we've got 24 published peer-reviewed medical studies. Most of those studies are independent of the company. So when we see that, at least when I see that as a doctor and a scientist, I said, wow, this is it. I want to be part of this growth. I want to be part of this breakthrough in medicine. And that's really what we have in Nrf2 activation. So I'm excited about it. There's continued studies all the time on Nrf2, what it does, how it works. It's unique in what we have and what we can do, because it is not a vitamin, it is not a supplement, and it's not an antioxidant. It's an activator of our genes. So it's millions of times more powerful.
I had lost you for a second. I don't know if it was me or you.
I don't know, because I lost you too. So.
Okay. All right. It must have been everybody.
Anyway.
Were you finished, or were you still talking? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm
okay. Well, awesome, Doc. I appreciate you taking the time out of your night. It is nice to have doctors. You know, it's kind of crazy that I'm a high school dropout and I get to work with doctors on a daily basis, and we get to go out and share this message, and it's where we become passionate behind, because you get to help so many people. And I love working with Dr. DeLucia, because when you see him, he's smiling, and he's when you talk to him about why he's smiling, he's like I'm free. You know, talking about your practice, what this business has done, what it's allowed you to have more time for life. I loved your scenario of when you went on vacation, it cost more money because not only did you have to pay for vacation, but you had to pay your staff to go take vacation, right? Because you want to take vacation. So,
I skipped those vacations because of that. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your time, Doc. If you want to go ahead and mute and turn your camera back off, we're good to go. But guys, I appreciate Doc coming on here to really validate what we've got. Obviously, we want to respect the FTC, FDA. We don't make claims. Believe me, Dr. Lucia could have sat here on for a couple hours sharing with what we've seen, the results. It's absolutely insane. He had over 3,000 patients on product that he monitored while he still owned his practice. I know he still has his hands on it, but he's not there every day like he used to be. So obviously I didn't know any of it, when I said yes to this opportunity. But at the end of the day, it's just common sense, isn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, we live in a world where life's changing. The world is changing around us. I don't think there's a person on this Zoom that can't agree that we live in a world where everything is changing. And I know for a fact, if Facebook would have called any one of us, any one of you on here tonight, knowing what you know now, you would have invested. Every single one of you would have, because we know what the results are. What I love about this opportunity is we don't have to guess where it's at and where it's going. We've got institutions, he said it. You got Washington State saying this is the biggest discovery in medicine. So it's a very simple concept, guys. The way that you and I take care of our health, we take supplements. The very reason why we take supplements, we now have a solution. If we're able to turn the body back on, common sense says there's nothing you can put in the body as powerful as what's there. What is our products doing? It's just turning you back on. I've yet to meet anybody, it doesn't matter the age, that doesn't like being turned on, right? I mean, let's just be real. But at the end of the day, when your body's working to its full potential, it doesn't matter what you're trying to achieve. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to build muscle, if you're in a extreme athlete, to your dog, because guess what? Aging, recovery, everything is tied together. And so the results that we're having is absolutely insane. So let me just tell you a little bit more about our company, LifeVantage. Hopefully you understand the science behind Nerve 2. Simple concept. It activates your body. It makes your body work the way it's supposed to, rather than putting good stuff in like supplementation. So the exciting thing is we know that this is where medicine's heading. We know in 10 years, the concept of you taking a supplement for this and a supplement for that, I don't really care if they're working for you or not. You're wasting money if you're still taking a supplement when your body's working to its full potential. Let me break this down for you. If you lost power in your home, you could supplement that power with a generator, right? You go crank the generator up, air's back on, fridge is back on. That's supplementing the energy, right? Just like our body quits working, we take supplements. So my question to you is this. When the power comes back on, do you need the generator? No? So if your body's turned back on, what's the use of supplementation? So we're not talking bad about it. Supplements have served they've served their purpose. They've helped tons of people. We could sit here all night long and talk about what supplements are great and what they've done for people. But at the end of the day, there's nothing you can put in the body as powerful as what's there. And that's what we're doing, is turning you on. We know this is where medicine's heading. Okay. It's not people like just me seeing it. It's institutions we talked about. So what we've done, we, from a business standpoint, know the power of positioning. We know the power of creating a brand. When you're first to market with a brand, number two cannot spend enough money to outmarket it. Being first to market with the brand is everything. Let me give you an example. When you cut yourself, what do you ask for? A Band-Aid. Did you know that was the first company to brand the medical adhesive strip? It doesn't matter what other companies come out with a medical adhesive strip. You will always call that a Band-Aid. Why? Because that was the brand that branded it. So the exciting part about it is we know this is where medicine's heading. We understand we have the brand. We've taken this technology and we put it in everything. We put it in skincare. We now have patents on. We put it in energy. We put it in weight management. We have a product for your dog. We just pre-launched hair care that will absolutely blow your mind. We're launching it this coming month in December for the good. So we understand what we have, and we wanted to buy the real estate. What I mean by that is when you see real estate, Miami Beach 30 years ago, before all the high rises there, you could have bought beachfront property for pretty cheap. Well, once the high-rise buildings started building and the condos started going up, you can't afford the real estate. So what we did is, before the world finds out about Nerve 2 activation, because they don't yet, we went and bought the real estate, and we own all the categories now. So as people start to realize, oh, wait a minute, you mean I can activate my body rather than supplement my body? Wow, this is amazing. We have all the categories covered: skin, energy, weight management, hair. We've got it all. We're a company that's producing products with breakthrough technology. We are not a company that's producing products to create revenue, okay? We are capturing all the market. So let me just explain to you guys the benefits of doing this type of business. Every single person you know is going to be taking this product. It's not a question if. It's the same reason why every single person you know uses a cell phone and not a pager. It's the same reason why every single person you know probably has a flat screen TV and so this big old box TV that you grew up with, because it's more convenient. So at the end of the day, just look at your surroundings. Look at history. When's the last time you called for a yellow cab? You use Uber now. So the point of it is this: we live in a world of change, and here's your shot to participate in the change. Here's what I love about the opportunity. There is no risk involved. There is no I wonder. The writing is on the wall. This company is 10 years old. It's doing $200 million in sales. The stock price is now over $11. When I got started, it was at 36 cents. We now have all these products. We have all these studies. The studies keep coming. They keep getting more and more information. We're finding more and more about what this is. Guys, the most exciting thing I have to know about this is I always thought life was about creating income and providing for my family. As a husband, I thought my job was to provide for my family, which it is. The problem providing for your family traditionally is you got to take time away from your family to go get it done. What I love about this is it creates royal income. What royalties are is it's residual. It's paid every single month. Every single month, a check comes. Why? Because I went and told people about a product they were going to be on anyway. And I promise you, your friends and family don't know about these products, and they're going to be taking them. And I promise you, someone's going to make that connection, and someone's going to make a royalty residual check for the rest of their life. Guys, November of 2009, I didn't know network marketing. I knew no network marketers. I know new doctors. I didn't enroll Gene DeLucia. I didn't know him before this business. But because I said yes to an opportunity, and I went and told my friends and family, and they got on the product, and they had results, and they told more people, that has turned into an organization of 51,000 people, 46,000 of which are customers. 46,000 people order this product every single month, and they don't get paid $1. They take it from a customer standpoint. Every single one of our product SKUs are on a monthly supply, meaning when you order it, it lasts you a month. Guess what? You got to reorder it. When you have products change people's lives, guess what? They don't just reorder it. They tell people about it. Guys, it's a multi-billion-dollar movement, the biggest discovery in medicine, and we're sitting on here with a Zoom educating you about the only product in the world that slows cellular aging. And you don't have to trust me. Go look at our patents. Go look at the science. So what I want to talk to you guys about is taking control of your future. The economy is changing. Technology is controlling the economy now. How many people do you know had 6 more months at their job? They've been working, busting their butt for 24 and a half years, 6 months left to go to retire, and their boss walks in and they just had to let them go. Their department isn't needed anymore. Guys, technology is doing away with people's jobs every day. Dads, moms that have left them to go provide for them are going to work without a job because technology is changing. What I'm telling you is you need to dig a well before you're thirsty. You need to understand your environment. You need to understand that times are changing, and don't be the guy that shows up to work and you don't have a job. And even if you love your job and you love your situation, you have tons of time, you have tons of money, you know what? Go tell some people about a product that's going to change their life. Do you know how rewarding it is that because we go out and share this information, people's lives have changed forever? And I've got the text messages that come weekly of people thanking me for going out and doing what I do because their health is better. Guys, we're not just talking about a business opportunity for you to go make a little bit of money. You have the opportunity to go make millions of dollars residually. But more important than money is you got time to enjoy it. You got time to enjoy life. Here's the deal, guys. I'm 37, and I get to raise my kids. I get to be a husband. I'm not just the provider. I'm the dad, and I'm a husband. We get to build a business, educating people about products that change their life forever, showing people how to gain their time back, give people hope. How many people do you know that are stressed out about money? I can tell you, 75% of people in America live paycheck to paycheck. You know what really stinks about that equation? It's not their fault. It's not their fault. They did exactly what they were told to do. They went to school. They got good grades. They went to college. They got a degree. They went and worked. But times are changing. It's not their fault. We have a solution. We have a better way. We have a better way. And what I love about it is you don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a sales rep. All you have to be is someone that likes to help people, and you may have a desire to either make more money or gain more time to enjoy life. If you have those desires, then the opportunity of business to join us is for you. Obviously, the products are for you already. Get with the person who invited you. Get the product. Start today. Don't be silly. The product is proven to slow cellular aging a minimum of 40%. I've yet to find someone that wants to just keep aging when they found a solution for $1.50 a day that can slow it. Guys, the opportunity is to position yourself in front of a movement, okay? What I want to tell you guys is the movement's happening. It's happening with or without you. The fact that you and I have a chance to participate does not happen. I promise you will never have an opportunity like this again. I promise you at one point in your life or more than once, you've always said, when is my shot? Well, write today's date down. Write today's date down, because I'm going to tell you what, the only thing that separates successful people and unsuccessful people in life are the choices we make. They're not better than us. Successful people are not better than us. They made choices. Our choices separate us. So what I want you to do is understand something. Mark Zuckerberg invited 5 people to his dorm room, 5. Gave them a concept of Facebook. 3 walked out. You know the rest of the story. Don't be the guy that says, I heard about this. I heard a doctor talking about it. A doctor sold his practice is doing it, obviously because they're making enough money to live and survive and have time to enjoy life. I heard that there was science on it. I heard that the American Heart Association put their reputation on the line. I heard Washington State said this is the biggest discovery in medicine, and I didn't do anything about it. So guys, the ball's in your court. Understand this. We're just here to help. We're making this happen. We're helping people. What I love about this is it's something that you already do. It's natural. This is not sales. I promise you, you're welcome to come on some of our free trainings. This is not sales. This is education. This is creating awareness. And I'm going to tell you right now, when people see the results of these products, they want it. How many of you guys have told your friends to go try the restaurant down the street? How many of you guys went and told someone to go watch the movie you just watched? It's no different. We have information about products that are changing people's lives, and we're just pointing them in a direction to do their due diligence. And if they buy, great. If not, you know what? You connected the dots. And I'm going to tell you right now, if my friend never told me about this, how upset I would have been. Because I'm now at the point in my life to where we're making $500,000 a year of residual income. I have not made less than $500,000 in the last 6.5 years. The most important part is not the money. It's the fact that I'm a dad and I'm a husband. So if more time or more money or being a part of a movement sounds good to you, you need to talk to the person that invited you on here and take advantage of the opportunity. Because I've understood one thing in life: opportunity waits on no one. And don't be a statistic of, oh yeah, I heard about it. Be a statistic of, I heard about it, I did my due diligence, I took advantage of it. So guys, thanks for taking time out of your night. Dr. Lucia, thank you for jumping on here tonight to give us more knowledge. If you guys have any questions, get back with the person that invited you. We can answer any question you guys may have. You guys have a great night.